So there has been a lot of rumors started recently about Steve Harvey saying that his wife Marjorie has been cheating with their bodyguard. And we don't know where the rumors started from, but Steve Harvey addressed them directly in this clip right here.
Find something else to do, because we fine. Lord have mercy. Man, I sure wish I could cuss, though. You know, listen, sometimes you just wanna respond, but I ain't got no time for rumor and gossip, man. God been good to me. I'm still shining. I appreciate y'all coming. Listen.
You would hope that Steve Harvey debunking this rumor would go just as viral as the bad rumor that took off itself, but it's probably not. Why? Because we tend to love negative things, right? We tend to gravitate towards watching the fights and all of this instead of watching people love on each other and all of that. And it's sad that we are like this. But then you take it a step further, and then you have not only people loving negative nature, but people actively wishing that stuff like his relationship would crumble and fall apart, and she take him to the cleaners and sue him for everything he got. Why? Just so they can, the need to say, I told you so. People have an innate need to say that as well. Like, oh, I called it. I said he shouldn't have married her in the first place, right? This is what, second or third marriage. He don't know what he doing, and he got money. She just wanted for the money. I told him she wasn't no good, and that like I told you so nature starts to create a cancerous growth in some people that it will make you start to hope and wish that this relationship does crumble, just so you can say I told you. And it's all coming from this messed up negative place. But it's like, yo, why are we rooting for this man to fail and for their family to break apart like this? I don't like everything Steve Harvey says. Like when he was on Club Shay Shay, he like, what women got to bring to the table? What they need to bring anything to the table for? You know what I'm saying? But it ain't about agreeing with all the stuff he been pushing. I'm just saying, I don't want the brother's family to fail just because I disagree with his point of view on a few things. You know what I'm saying? Man, especially when we look at how motivational Steve Harvey has been to us over the years. Come on, don't forget about that. He showed you how to go from sleeping in your car, get up, put the work in, go to sleep, get up, put the work in, go to sleep, get up, put the work in, go to sleep. It still ain't working, get up, do it again until you get that breakthrough. Like he has given you some guidance on that level to keep going and motivating us to keep moving until we get that breakthrough. We at least got to give him that. And we should at least be trying to give him some positive energy back as well. Especially if we were to possibly believe that his marriage was in actual turmoil right now. That's the time that he would really need them positive words. Like we should be all about hoping that they stay together and that they get it right, that he gets it right this time, and that, you know, that black family stays together. We should be rooting for families to stay together, right? But it's the cognitive dissonance, right? We say we want positivity and families to stay together, but do we really mean that? Because what actively happens is that we gravitate towards the rumor of them breaking up and getting cheated on and doing all of this. We gravitated towards that. But I want to see how many people gravitate towards the positivity of him saying that it's not true. We good over here. We having a great time. Family is intact. Everything's good. Kids is good. All of that. Right? But we probably won't gravitate towards that. I want to play this video once again of my man explaining cognitive dissonance, and he breaks it down so wonderfully. Now, he's talking about music when he breaks it down, but it's in the same vein of what we're talking about as far as negativity and positivity. So just stick with me.
Bro, you said cognitive dissonance. I want y'all to go, if you watching this, go look that up. I did a song about cognitive dissonance, and I didn't use that vocabulary. I just called it people don't want that real. You know what I mean? I said people don't want that real. They just say that they do. That's now, right. People don't want that real, and I'm one of them too. I'm so easily entertained by ratchet activity, violent negative imagery always seem to interest me. I tell myself, no more music glorifying evil, selling drugs, womanizing, killing our people. Then I hear a song with a tight beat and can't deny it. The hook is catchy, so I subconsciously memorize it. Next thing you know, I'm reciting all the lyrics. And my day don't feel complete unless I hear it. Inviting darkness in my spirit. This can't be light. I'm craving what I'm supposed to be fighting. This can't be right. I must be blind to the effects. This can't be sight. Death is in the power of the tongue, and this can't be life. Be careful what you get involved with, because you can't support a cause, but then hate the effects that it causes.
So the definition of cognitive dissonance is the state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions or attitude change. And so my man has described this to a T as far as the fight that we have in our heart of knowing that we shouldn't be encompassed in all of this negativity, but somehow we still end up there, right? We keep talking all this positive. Oh, I'm about to get my mind. I ain't got time for rumors. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I don't want no negative energy around me. But if you go to your YouTube history, you're swiping and liking everything that's negative. People fighting, people get into it. Who divorced who broke up? Why all this negative stuff that we keep being attracted to, and all I'm saying is, I get it. But at some point, we got to stop double talking ourselves and actually start to lean into some of the positives. You know, like we got to start hoping that these families stay together. You know, we seen Keke Palmer and her baby daddy, she's smearing him and running him through the ringer because he had something that he wanted to stand on, right? He said something, he stood on it, and he left it alone. She want to go on usher campaigns and do all this stuff, right? Cool. I'm still personally hoping that their family stays together. Do I like that he just took her out for her birthday, right? And she just pretty much rubbed it in his face. Like, yeah, you hooked on Virgos. Just admit to the world you hooked on me, and this is why you sit here and took all that I gave you. And you're gonna continue to take it. Did I agree with the disrespect? Oh no. My point of view couldn't be me, but it ain't me. It ain't for me to decide. If it works for him and it keeps their family together, hey man, do whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously he's not that type of man to demand respect and stand on it. He demanded it at first, but he didn't stand on it. But regardless of the fact, all of this back and forth that I've been covering with Keke Palmer and Darius Dalton is because I want her to see the error of her ways, him to see the error in his, and for them to go home and just be together as a family and raise that child, be together. We should be rooting for the detriment of America has been due to the disassembling of the family, especially the black family. And so while I call out a lot of stuff that I call out on my channel that is negative, it is because we need correction. We need more music artists to do better than the shoot 'em up, kill 'em up gun music, right? We need more of our women artists to do more than the twerking, all of that, right? We need correction so that we can do better and be better for each other. You know what I'm saying? But I get it's a natural want for us to gravitate towards negative stuff. But when are we going to start to highlight the positive? Yeah, Steve had a bunch of divorces. He'd have been through this. He'd have been through that. But at the end of the day, I'm rooting for our families, especially our black families, to succeed because they have been decimated over the years due to a lot of governmental activity, a lot of behind the scenes stuff that has been formulated and done purposely to separate our families. And you can see by the state of America how bad all our families are doing. And that's black, white, Asian, indifferent, whatever. The family system is doing bad in America, and you can see it as you scroll on Instagram every day, or YouTube, or Facebook, or Snapchat, whatever you own, you can see it. Family is not doing well. So we should actively start noticing the cognitive dissonance, that problem that we're having, and actively start trying to root for our families to do better, start to root towards positive things. You know what I'm saying? We got to, man. We got to do something. Because what we're doing right now, it ain't working. You dig what I'm saying? But this is your boy P. Cam. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. I'm glad Steve Harvey and his wife are still together and they still trucking. You know what I'm saying? But hey, let me know what you think, what you don't think. Put some in the comments for your boy.